What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and wow, we had an amazing surprise today, and that is that there's actually going to be a new Gundam Breaker game that's going to be released on consoles. So a lot here. There was a Nintendo Switch Direct that happened, and it was revealed there. A lot of people are surprised, even me, because I never expected to see another Gundam Breaker game because of new Gundam Breaker. Before we get into the newest Gundam Breaker, just a bit of story. Gundam Breaker is a series where basically you are able to build kind of like your own Gundam, but it takes from the model kits of Gunpla. So there has been 3 main games: Gundam Breaker, Gundam Breaker 2, and Gundam Breaker 3. However, they have only been available in Japan. They are though fantastic games. In particular, Gundam Breaker 3 was amazing. Everybody loved it. However, a couple of years ago, Bandai decided to bring the Gundam Breaker series to the West. Instead of doing a successor or maybe remastering Gundam Breaker 3, they decide to create a new quote-unquote iteration, which is what is called like New Gundam Breaker, because it's kind of like the Western audience first time seeing the Gundam Breaker series. And it was horrible. New Gundam Breaker sucked. Nobody talks about it. They did this weird thing for the story mode where they kind of did like a visual novel where you pick a girl and the conclusion is you end up with one of the girls, which, hey, I'm fine if you want to have romance or whatever, but don't make it crappy like it was here. And the gameplay was horrible. I remember when New Gundam Breaker came out, I had the PS4 version and I just crashes after crashes. It was a bad experience. So basically that tainted the whole series. It was a flop. And eventually there was a mobile version of the game. And when the mobile version was released, I was like, yeah, we're never gonna see the franchise again in consoles. But today I was proven wrong. Gundam Breaker 4 was announced. So they are literally omitting the new Gundam Breaker. They're kind of like, it never happened. We're going from Gundam Breaker 3, so Gundam Breaker 4 it is. And well, there's a gameplay trailer and it looks fantastic. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's fast paced. The models look amazing. Of course, because this is a new iteration, you also get to see some of the newer Gundams and mobile suits. For example, I know a lot of people are excited to see Ariel and Caliburn. So you are going to be able to see them. And of course, you're going to be able to create your own Gunpla and, play, which this series is fantastic. I always said, hey, if you're not going to release another Gundam Breaker, just remaster Gundam Breaker 3 and bring it to PC, release it to the West. But hey, it seems that they are back, and this time the game is coming out to the West, and it's gonna keep coming out for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC, and it will launch this year. The developers though is Kraft and Meister, which they have done the previous Gundam Breaker games. However, they also did new Gundam Breaker. So fingers crossed they take most of the stuff from Gundam Breaker 3. I mean, the whole series has been overall fantastic. It's just that particular game that was a flop. So, I mean, it's gonna happen. Sometimes, out of 4 games, you make one that sucks, but most of the time they are able to deliver fantastic games. So, fingers crossed, this one is gonna be amazing, and I would really want this franchise to succeed. I want more Gundam games here in the West. I want Bandai to take more risks and do stuff with the franchise. Yes, I know there was Gundam Evolution. I'm not going to talk about that there. But I think Gundam is amazing and I just want more. There is still some description, so there's going to be over 250 base kits. So that's a lot for you to combine. Plus, they're probably going to be adding stuff with DLC. So that probably is going to be expanding. Some of the description also is use 2 different weapons at the same time in Gundam Breaker 4 to create unique combos and break off parts of your enemies to add them to your collection. So that part is normal, you break the part from the enemy and you get the loot. And then also there is battle, which is take your custom Gunpla on a variety of intense combat missions and put it into the test as you battle tough opponents in online or single player modes. Fight with your friends, equip new abilities to gain an edge, and destroy your enemies. I'm very excited for this, guys. Like, I'm a huge mobile suit Gundam nerd, and this is just a dream come true after thinking that the franchise was dead. And so far, like I said, from what I've seen, it looks fantastic. Another thing though that we have to, I think it's just funny, is For Gundam Breaker 4, if you watch the trailer, there's a song. The song is done by Back On, and literally they also did the song for Gundam Breaker 2 and Gundam Breaker 3. However, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, they didn't do it for New Gundam Breaker for the trailer. So it's just funny that like, oh, they also got Back On again to do one of the songs.
Gundam Breaker 3 出るぞ。
傷つけないように傷つかないよ打ち抜け常識をすべて待ってるよじゃいさ Oh yeah かかってこい逃げも
So overall, from what I've seen, I'm excited. Hoping for the best. Like I said, Craftmeisters did a bit of a oopsie. Or, well, not an oopsie, it was a big piece of shit. New Gundam Breaker was one of the biggest piece of shit I've ever played, and I was so mad. But, well, they also have with this a chance of redemption, and, well, show that they still have that magic to make an amazing, fun game, and take from Gundam Breaker 3 and create something that Gundam fans are gonna love. Hell, mecha fans, hell, anybody that wants to control and build their own mecha be able to enjoy and play. It's not always about me, guys. What are your thoughts? Are you happy that we got a new Gundam Breaker? Are you expecting this? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful night wherever you are.